I'm gone.
We're done. Oh, that's why I ring the bell. I'm like, make yourself comfortable.
Oh. He's in there.
Scared the crap out of me. Thank you.
Lot of 42. La Casa del Elefante. Engine 73.
Hang on 2 seconds, guys.
Okay. Talk about that later. And I'm sure we'll talk about us coming.
Okay, you're live. I'm just waiting for people to show up.
Okay.
Oh, Tennessee Bowhunter. He says he can't stay long. How's it going? So first of all, check off Tennessee.
Tennessee, you got a mark.
You got a mark. We are home. Glad to be home. It's been a long week. We thought we were going to be too tired to do this, and we weren't even going to come on tonight. But we had a little bite to eat. We pepped up. We are pepped up.
That's how we feel.
That's all the pep he's got.
That's it.
Oh, Lord.
My God.
Yeah. So there's a whole 4 of you in here. If you'd be so kind to tap the like, so maybe
It'll wake us up.
you'll wake us up. Hello again. You were a firefighter, weren't you, during 9/11? Am I right? Yes, you are.
Yes, sir.
Or it's Ashley, so I think it's a yes, ma'am. And Cat Mighty
Yes,
Mouse
ma'am.
is here. Thank you so much. You can tell by the background we're home.
We're back.
Hey from Texas.
Hi, Texas. Thank you.
Fire Bobby's here.
Hi.
Call out your states. You know, Jerry loves to take attendance.
Yep, I take attendance here. Look, I got my sheet.
Oh my gosh. So we've had a long week in New York City.
We got up at 5 this morning.
And it was like
All day long.
late flight, screaming kids, a little kid blew guts all over the seat in front of us. It was a rough flight, man.
Yeah,
Soaked in vomit. South Carolina and New Jersey.
all right. Thanks, Jersey. Jersey Fresh.
Hello from Scotland. Honored. How are you?
Okay. Great, brother.
Sister, Ashley. It's Ashley again.
Hi.
So he can't see this side. There's no way he could do both of it. Kat is here from Ohio.
Okay, got it.
Quicksilver's here from Maryland. Oh, you have somebody from Holland tonight.
Wow.
How
and,
wonderful.
Thank you. We tell people we hear from you, and they just marvel at the interest you guys show and the interest we show to you. So it's a wonderful family event that we do every night.
You have Massachusetts and Ireland.
Oh boy, and Ireland. Okay.
Didi's here from London.
Thank you, UK.
Ostrich says, "What is this?" Ostrich, this is Jerry.
Hi.
Jerry is a salty dog. He's you got somebody from New York and somebody from Ireland.
Right.
Jerry was with the FDNY for like 27 years, and then he was down in Naples for 18 years, and he just loves fire service. And we've been gone all week in New York City, and now we're back home.
Yep. We were up there.
Thanks for joining us, Kat. We appreciate it.
Yep. We went up to New York to talk about our book that we wrote. And we went back to Ladder 42 in the South Bronx on Wednesday to where this helmet, this 1914 helmet, is in its home up in the Bronx. So we went back up. It's been 20 years since I brought it up there, the day before 9/11.
So we got to see that again, and
Yeah.
Jerry even was reunited with a couple of firefighters from on the job.
Yep.
Some that were at the ceremony. And then they made us lunch, and it was enough for an army.
Firefighters.
Yeah, I think there was like probably 25 guys that showed up for
A lot of
lunch.
retirees that I hadn't seen. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was just amazing. You have 2 people saying hello from New Orleans. You have somebody on TikTok.
Louisiana.
And then you have over on Facebook, TJ Evrage. I probably murdered that. But it's a really pretty sounding name, the way I said it. So,
Yeah.
the person in the background, are you his daughter? No, I'm not.
Nah, she's my lover, my friend,
boy.
she's everything.
I'm the one that keeps him alive.
She does.
So my name is Chris, and that's my name on the wall above his head because we do something called a patch jackpot instead of trading patches.
Yep.
We are collecting patches, and on September 11th Every person who sends in a patch will have a name and a drawing. We're going to pull a name on that
So you
date.
go on a card like this. So
And on
send
that
them in.
date, somebody's going to win this whole patch collection. I don't know. There's probably 85 of them up
Yeah.
there at this point. And then we got mail. We've been gone for 5
Yeah,
days.
we have more mail.
Okay. So Louisiana is the same person on both.
Oh, okay.
So we actually, what we can start with is we can start with ladder 42.
And
And thank you for the likes.
we were just up in the South Bronx. I went back up there, like I said, to visit the helmet, and the brothers gave us 2 patches. The first one is Engine 73.
So like the Twin Towers are here.
High-rise buildings there.
Is this Empire or Chrysler? I'm not
not
really
sure.
sure. And I'm going to put it over here on Facebook because people will see the replay. So this is Engine 73 from the Bronx.
And this is 742 truck, ladder 42, and their slogan is La Casa del Elefante. They had a lot of big fat firemen, overweight firemen back in the day, and they called it the Elefante House or Elephant. So that's going. You will get those. You will win those 2 patches if you send in a patch. Okay.
And one of the retired guys showed up, and he said that when he got fitted for a uniform for that house, they asked him what his waist size was, and he said 36, and they said, "You should be ashamed of yourself. You're too small to be in that firehouse." So I've never met it. Well, they're probably
Well, they're all retired
gone.
now, or long gone. But they were some big, heavy firefighters in 42 truck. So you have a chance of getting all of these if you would kindly send us your patch to Chris's post office box.
and
Okay.
the address is in the bio. Also, we have a link tree.
Should we keep going?
You must be so proud, and I'm sure you've got great stories. Everyone does. He's got some great stories.
Oh yeah.
You're back home. Did you enjoy New York City? That's Wicklow. Yes, we did, but it was a working trip, and we are old.
It's tiring. It was long.
And we want to sleep in our own bed tonight and eat our regular food and get back on track. And,
Yeah.
hotels, you don't sleep well because there's funny noises from, I don't know, I hear everything. Air conditioners, elevators, people coming in at 3 a.m.
And New York City is very quiet. Hardly anybody there.
Right before I went on here, we posted a video. We were on our way back to the Newark airport when we had just come out of the Holland Tunnel. And there's no traffic. I mean, usually it's bumper to bumper, every single lane. Everybody's beeping and screaming, and there's fingers flying, and
Nobody on the road.
there's nobody on.
Coming into New York City, Manhattan Island on a Friday morning, nobody on the road. So the city is well behind in coming back again.
Lots of closed businesses, all the
Yep.
clothing stores, like the small independent ones.
Restaurants,
A lot of the restaurants.
all shuttered up. Nothing.
Yeah.
And nobody on the streets walking around. Very, very, very sad to see my city in the way we saw it.
Well, Ashley, New York City would normally be loud. One time I snuck away. Jerry was at a doctor appointment, and I went to the Empire State Building. And I was shocked at, because I walked there. I mean, I put on my running shoes. I walked and ran all over town while he was at the doctor's office. So, I've been all over the place. And then also going up on the Empire State Building, you hear every horn, siren, every air condition, because you're up above it all, and it's just a different city right
Different
now.
city now.
So that's about that. Laura Cheshire's watching from Facebook, and thank you all for the likes. I do appreciate it.
Should we open another one?
Jerry's going to open another patch. Angela went and got the mail for us.
And here
I
we
think
go.
yesterday.
Got a little note in it. All right. Let's see here.
You guys that send the notes, he just loves them, and he always writes a letter back too. So
Here we go. This is from Captain Chad Cole from the Zionville Volunteer Fire Department in North Carolina. Zionville County, Watauga County, Zionville. And it says, "Brother, I just wanted to drop you a line and say thanks. Thanks for your service. Thanks for being a mentor. Wow. And thanks for being an encouragement to me, to so many. Keep on keeping on.
Aww.
Oh, wow. Captain Cole. Chad, thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chad. This is beautiful.
Wow.
Watauga.
Yeah,
Watauga County.
Watauga. All right.
Zionville, Watauga County.
All right, honey. Let me have that. I'm going to put his name on the back of that right now.
So we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's been a week since we did this. We
So
try
we
to
have to-
we kind of try to do triplicate.
Yeah.
So if we don't make a mistake. We know where the patches came from, and we have them on the 3x5 card.
Yeah.
And I photocopy the envelopes also.
And I write them back. And I write them back a thank you letter.
Yeah, Faith.
Okay.
We don't.
Okay, Chad. Thank
Jerry,
you.
Jerry even said he doesn't know how the city bounces back from this.
Oh yeah. I'm
He was born and raised there.
deeply disappointed. I can't put it in any other word. I have never seen. I was not afraid. We were not afraid.
No.
But it was different. It was different. The pulse, the New York City pulse, is gone. I hope it comes back.
Connor's here.
Hey, Connor.
Welcome back. We've been gone all week, so I don't know if you. We were live at several locations, but I wasn't able to read. You know, I was live in the firehouse. I was live at the firehouse table, so you guys could hear all the guys talking and
Yeah.
all that stuff. And I was live when some of the news crews were there, but I wasn't able to keep up with conversation. I think some of my moderators might have helped you all out. But on our way home today, a lady named Gina was beside me, and we struck up a conversation. And she has a son that's an EMT and trying to get in FDNY.
Correct.
And they actually have somebody in their family that
That was yes.
was one of the 343.
Yes, a member of her family, a relative, was Dennis Oberg. And she happened to mention that name in the conversation to Chris, and I was half asleep. And when I heard her say Dennis Oberg,
His eyes were like, whoop.
Dennis Oberg, I said, oh, excuse me. I said, I worked with Dennis. He was in ladder 105 when I was in ladder 131. We did went to a lot of fires together. We relocated. And I said to her, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I think he was killed on 9/11. And she said yes. So in honor of Dennis Oberg, we have this, I guess, poster, whatever you want to call it, pictures of all of my brothers, the 343, and we highlighted Dennis's picture from ladder 105. May he rest in peace, my brother Dennis. He's a good man.
I'm not sure if I can get this over here where
Oh, you got it there?
Facebook can see it.
I don't know how many brothers were lost from 105 and 219 and 105, but quite I believe they lost a number of firefighters in both those companies, the engine and the truck. So.
And there was something else we were going to talk about. I don't know. I'm a little worn out. Oh, you have somebody here from Israel.
Oh boy.
Zing Zing says, "Hey, how are you doing?"
Good to be back.
Philippe is here from France.
Wow.
He says, "Whoop, whoop." We have two people over here on Facebook, but I don't know who. Laura, where are you watching from? Research Largs, Scotland. That's where I'm from.
Oh.
You should visit if you get a chance. It's beautiful. You know, that would be lovely.
Wow.
That's Ashley. That would be lovely. Everybody is being so kind and asking us to come. Maybe if we ever are able to travel easily and freely again.
Yes.
I must say I respect everyone who fought the fires of 9/11 and risked their life to save others.
Thank you.
Boy, I tell you what, we even ran into a retired chief.
An assistant chief from, he was in charge of communications. He was standing at the 9/11 memorial. We were there yesterday, and four-star chief, 4 stripes. I went up to him. I stuck out my hand. I said, Chief, I'm Gerald Sanford. Blah, blah, blah. He vaguely remembered me because I retired in 1997. So I've been out a number of years now. And he chatted with me, and he had wound up being in the safety division, and he also wound up the chief in charge of communications. So I asked him if he knew Commissioner Steve Gregory, which he did, and Commissioner Richie Shearer. I worked with both of those men my time in the job. So we had a great little reunion, and we gave him a copy of our book, and he was very pleased to have that. So it was a great coincidence that I didn't, we worked together the same years, but I did not know him.
It's fire chief with the kids. He
Hey,
says,
hey, Chief, how's the kids?
he says, thank you for the letter in the mail, brother. I just got it today. The girls read it with me.
Oh, great. That's right. I wrote him a letter.
You know how to make this man cave in.
I love them babies. I love them coolies.
Ashley says it would be amazing to meet someone like you.
Thank you.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Thank you, Ashley.
That's why I'm hanging out with him.
Thank you.
Ron Bartash is watching.
Oh, hey, Ron. We just got back from the Big Apple. We were there all week.
He's probably I think he's been commenting on
Did
some
you
of the
comment?
stuff.
Yes, he did.
So,
yeah.
for those of you that are just tuning in, we posted a lot of videos. We went to several firehouses. I'm not even done. I didn't even post 10 and 10 or some of the other places that we went. But we stopped by 10 and 10. I just filmed through the front door. We talked to one of the firefighters
Sal,
there.
his name was.
His name was Sal. He was standing at the door. He probably thought we were crazy. We gave him a book. Then we went across the street to the memorial, and the students were there, the FDNY
Correct.
students.
Yes.
And I don't even know how many were there.
There must have been. We saw a school bus pull up. It said FDNY on it. And I said, gee, I didn't know we had a school bus. It turns out we also have a high school, or a branch of a high school in the borough of Brooklyn, in which we take these young students and young people and train them to enter the fire department through EMS. And they were all going through EMS school. And on that day, which was yesterday, Thursday, they had them all, they got out of the bus, they lined them all up at the memorial. They were all at attention, and they rendered a hand salute. And
this ding dong you're looking at right now got in line with them, and he was saluting at the end. I think the teacher was ready to call security. He lined up and threw a highball.
come on, I'm 83. I still know how to do a highball.
I'm too old to be in jail because they can't afford you medically. They'll be like, get rid of that one. He's too expensive.
And the instructor's looking at me. So finally, I went over and I told him, look, I got 30 years on the job. He was like, oh my God. So it was a great get together, and I spoke to some of the students. So it was really nice little encounter for us. And they took them into the 9/11 museum and showed them the inside of what happened that day.
So Alan was asking, how was New York? Alan from Arizona.
Alan, yes.
Sent in all the patches.
Different Alan. I can't. It doesn't have the pulse anymore. I didn't feel unsafe. We didn't go on the subway. We Ubered it, and then we took cabs.
Uber.
But we, I just didn't. It's not the same. Not the same. I have a funny feeling it's never going to come back. There's not enough people. Restaurants are closed. Clothing stores are closed. We looked out our window of our room in the hotel. All these office buildings, they were all in darkness. Now, what does that mean? Did the whole business go out, or are they working from home? Just sad. Very sad.
Would you folks do me a favor and just tap the screen and throw some likes out there? We're like kind of, since we didn't do any lives for the last week, TikTok is being fussy. Like, nobody knows we're live anymore. I would appreciate it. And I know Jared would too. It'll get us out on the FYP page. Yeah, so the city, like the small clothiers are out of business. The restaurants now, you have to produce a vaccine card to get in the door.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just odd.
The newspaper stands, they don't sell newspapers.
I don't think they want you to know what's going on.
There's no newspaper. I couldn't find a newspaper. I was there all week. I didn't buy one newspaper.
So being in Vegas, they don't want you to know what's going on or what time it is.
Crazy.
Let's see. Did you do? Alan said, I just got your letter in the mail. Thank you. So,
You're welcome, Alan.
So for
Thank
those
you.
of you that send in a patch, Jerry always sends you back a letter. You write him a letter, he writes you a letter
Yep.
back. So let me scroll back. Let's see. Ashley got her dad tickets to New York for his 60th, so he and her mom is going to come next year. Good for you.
Very good.
You know what we're talking about with the city. I mean, it's not crowded, which is great.
Yeah.
But you know,
No traffic.
all the landmarks and attractions are there. So I mean, there's plenty for them to do. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like
The theaters are slowly going to start to open up this weekend. In fact, tomorrow they're supposed to have a concert in Central Park with about 8 to 12 big name artists. I think you pay for it, but now there's this weather front, this hurricane coming up the East Coast, so that New York might get rain.
so. Philly Preston is here from Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Philly. Give you a mark, brother.
Did you ever fight forest fires?
No, not forest fires in New York City. Nope.
It's not the same in Scotland either. It's very sad. Everything's sort of gone. And that's what
There you go.
Ashley has said. Did y'all get my patches from Iguana Fire, the Devil Killer? No, not yet. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not yet. We checked the post office box on our way back from the airport, and Angela did get 3 envelopes in the mail. So we've already opened one, and that was
We're gonna
from.
open another one right now.
He's gonna open another one, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, a vaccine card. One restaurant wouldn't let us in at all, and I had photos of it. And then I went to go into one restaurant, and I opened up my phone. And he's like, "Well, just sit right over here." And I said, "I'm trying to get my card." And he goes, "Like I don't give a esh about that damn card." Like, but it was a really nice restaurant, and I'm like, I just don't want to get anybody in trouble. I just, I guess I'm fortunate I had the vaccine. So.
Wow.
Oh no, we have not received a small box.
No.
Not yet.
Okay, we got from.
Angela wants to see the first one also. Oh, it came from Watauga County,
North Carolina.
Zionville Volunteer Fire Department.
In
Trying to find it because it's a really shiny gold, so
Yeah.
it just doesn't reflect on the screen.
and these two. Protecting your tomorrows today.
Jerry Legg is here. He says, "Good evening, sir, from Ansted, West Virginia. I'm enjoying you and listening to your stories. We even lit a fire. It even lit a fire in me. I was a volunteer firefighter for 6 years and gave it up for 6 years ago. But after watching you live, I'm really consider getting back into it again. Keep up the good work and take care and be safe."
Thank you, brother. Get
And
back
then-
in the job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Frank Agatelli,
Frank.
glad to see you back. Just got back from visiting my daughter who lives in Silver Lake in Staten Island. Her boyfriend works at Ladder 122
Oh,
in Brooklyn. Spoke to Big Sam today.
okay.
Hope to see him next weekend.
I
Okay.
will. Frank, see you next week.
Let's see. We have some people here. You have autism on fire. Let's see. I don't know anything about you. Let's take a look. We better follow you because we support autism. On a later note, I start college on Monday. I'm going to be going to pediatric nursing. Good for you.
Congratulations.
Good for you, Ashley.
Right.
Okay. Angela says, "So cool. That's my brother. That's my fire brother. Autism fire." Oh, okay. You guys are in the same house or station? I don't know what you call it. The Devil Killer says he is cool. Okay. Well, I think I'm following you both. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. And that's the new one. You got
These are the 2 new ones. Yes, we have 2 new ones. I just saw. It says, "Miss Griffith, we hope you enjoy these 2 patches as much as we enjoy your book and stories. Thanks." And it's signed Byron, Bryan, Brian Coghill, Fire Chief,
Oh, a chief.
Cordero Civil Defense, Fire and Rescue, Rescue Operations Chiefs, Henderson County Fire Rescue, Henderson, Kentucky. So there's 2 patches, son.
I'm trying to get it to reflect off of some of those little elements on there. Let me move this over here.
And I'm going to put his name on the back, Brian.
Rescue.
Yeah.
La-di-da.
Yeah. And this is...
So, Korean Civil Defense and Rescue. Protecting your tomorrows today.
Coghill. Thank you, Brian. Kentucky. Give you a mark for Kentucky.
Let's see. I'm going to scroll for a second, but I might come back. Lots of love. Oh, thanks for stopping in. It was a pleasure to have you join us. Hi, Jerry. I have a question. What's one of your most valued badges? It's from Big Ugly Man.
Probably FDNY. Right here.
So, you know, in all of these...
And you're getting that, too.
Yeah, all of these badges are part of this giveaway.
Yeah.
So people are sending them in an effort to be added to the drawing. So if you send in a badge or a patch, depending on where you're from and what you call it, if you send in a patch, you are entered into a drawing on September 11th. We're going to pick the name of one of the donors, and they will win all of these patches, including Jerry's FDNY patch. It's his last patch. You have somebody here from Northern Ireland.
Wow.
Somebody said, hi, I bet you work a lot of Sundays. Well, he's retired now.
Well, now, but yeah, that was part of it.
Thank you for sharing the live, Alan. And thank you for the
Yes.
likes, folks. Let me see. Let me just make sure that's Frank. Okay. Now, what else? What
We were
else?
just at Silver Lake, where he visited his daughter. That's where we had lunch.
Oh,
Frank, we had lunch at the Silver Lake Golf Course.
yeah. We had lunch out back, and there was a tournament. We were watching the tournament.
Yeah.
And they kept seeming to mow the grass right where we were sitting in the middle of the day. I'm like, how many times are you going to mow the same grass? Move on. I'm eating my lunch. Hey, Jerry, I saw today at FDNY video with the trash truck on fire, they used the circular saw a lot.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Okay, they probably had to open it up to get in and put the line in.
Did you ever do that as a truckie? Put out a trash truck?
No, I may have. I don't remember. It's been so long ago. If we might have forced a compartment to disconnect the battery from the engine, you know. I can't recall whether or not I ever did.
Lee is here, so that's Illinois. If you haven't
Hey
checked
Lee,
off
how
Illinois.
are you, brother?
Yeah, for the rest of you, if you're new to this group, let us know what state you're in. Jerry takes attendance.
Yeah, I got attendance. I got the countries here and the states here. I give you all a mark. Take attendance like we used to in school.
Oh, somebody sent you goggles. Did I miss them? Darn it. Angela sent goggles. They must have went through when I wasn't paying attention. Here they go again. Oh, you were looking down. I didn't get them. I swear, and I'm not doing it to trick you into sending more goggles. Oh, that's funny. Oh, thank you for the likes. I do appreciate it. It helps.
Thank you.
Okay, you got one more envelope. You want to open it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Open one more. Boy, it's got, wow.
Somebody wants to know if you did any of the cooking.
Yes, that's how I learned to cook. In the firehouse, watching.
He's not a bad cook. He makes really good eggplant parmesan.
You won't starve.
Yeah, and he's got a cheesecake recipe that should be patented.
Woo!
His sauce. He makes the Sunday gravy.
Uh-huh. I do. Let's see. Wow. Got a note here. Got a letter.
Did you see any friends in New York? Somebody asks.
Oh, I did. Yes.
Yeah, he saw a lot at the firehouse.
We stopped at a number of firehouses. Look at all these patches. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Look Look at this. This is from Texas. Oh my. Wildland firefighters. Wildland firefighter from Texas. Let me read the note. Hello, Mr. Sanford. My name is Matt Warren, Matt War 87 on TikTok, and I live in Wheeler, Texas, which is a small town in the eastern Texas panhandle. I first saw you on the Getting Salty podcast and began following you on TikTok after seeing you there. I have enclosed several patches for your giveaway that represent the organization I have had the honor to represent and work for in my 20 years in the fire service. Wow.
Wow. Fabulous.
I thank you for what you have done and continue to do for our brothers and sisters across the country. That's what makes this all worthwhile.
Right. Oh,
I have also just bought your book and cannot wait to begin reading it.
Aww.
You are a true inspiration, and I wish you all the best. Thank you again, brother, Matt Warren. Oh my God, Matt. From my heart, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is the 4 agencies that Matt has worked in. Wildland firefighter.
Beautiful patch.
Look at this one. A licensed paramedic. Texas Department of State Health Services. Texas Firemen's Training School. Emergency Medical. Wow. And Wheeler County Fire Marshal. Oh boy. Matt, I am impressed with what you have done.
Amazing.
God bless you, Matt. Wow, the Texas Panhandle. Woo, Wheeler, Texas. You know what I do? I have a Rand McNally. So when I get a chance, I like to circle all the towns that you live in. All the brothers and sisters that send us correspondence. And I like to mark them all and where they are. Right, honey?
I think we're going to have to move the pictures out like a couple inches so that we can put it.
Wow, we just about
filled
got
in
about
where the other artwork
We've got about 9 more to put up there tonight. Ah, it's amazing. Amazing. Look at that. Corey Dunn, Civil Defense. That was from Henderson County, Kentucky.
Angela says, is that shiny silver on the last patch? I think that's the one on...
There's this one here. Henderson, this one?
This one?
Or this one? No, this one she's probably talking about. The Wildland Firefighter, Texas.
Yeah, the green is shiny, the green part.
Yeah.
But this is just a gray tone.
Thank you, Matt. I respond back to all you guys that send us the badges. I thank you so much for that.
Have you got any patches from the UK?
Not yet.
What did we discuss that Shropshire one? Like we thought maybe that one. No, over to the right. Right. 2 more. Right there.
No.
To the right. There. Shropshire.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
That sounds British.
Shropshire.
Shrop.
S-H-R-O-P. S-H-I-R-E. Shropshire.
Shropshire
Medical.
And it was actually on, it's got fabric on the back. It was on somebody's uniform somewhere.
Yeah. That's one of the ones that Ron sent us. Ron sent us that.
But we've got like a German one. We have a Japanese one.
Yeah.
There's a variety of them from the United States, but only a handful that are from Europe.
Yes. Some
Let's
beautiful.
see.
Here's Tokyo Rescue. With Barry. With Barry the Saint Bernard.
Let's see what I got here. Thank you, sir. It's nothing compared to what you've done and continue to do, says Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Oh, I'm glad Matt's on tonight.
He's on today.
Thank you, Matt. We got it today. Hey,
it could have come days ago. We've been in New York City.
Yes,
so.
we just got back this afternoon, Matt, from New York City.
Angela says, no, not that one.
Well, that's all we have.
What's underneath of that? Sorry, I keep bumping. No, here, hand me these.
No, that's it.
Well, I've got this one. the silver part, the silver and red is shiny.
Yeah.
The state of Texas is shiny silver, and then the gold around the outside is shiny.
Right.
Angel's becoming a buff. And then this one.
Yeah, that's what we got. We got 4.
This part's a little silvery.
5.
I like this one. That's really unusual. I'm sorry for the Facebook people. I'm going to go through them again.
We got 7 patches tonight, plus the 2 we brought back from the Bronx. So we have 9 new patches.
Oh boy.
9 new patches tonight.
She said the bigger blue one.
What is she?
It's the bottom one. Okay, that's that one.
This one.
Yeah, I guess the that's not white. I think it's more like a silver, like where my thumbnail is, and the star. So yes, I think it's shinier. Are we done with this investigation?
Thank you, Matt.
Mine has a Dutch fire patch. Oh, okay.
Wow.
And that's the devil killer.
Thank you.
Angela's laughing. Bah ha ha ha. The bigger blue one. Yeah, I like seeing the shiny thread. It's such great detail.
That's Texas, Wheeler County, Texas.
I think out of all of them so far, like with the detail, I'm most impressed with Eustace Fire.
Oh yeah.
Because on the ladder of the truck, and it is a little teeny ladder. If you look closely, it says Eustace in stitching.
Mike Swanson.
I don't even know how they did it, and we never even noticed it. I was just staring at it one day, and I'm like, it's right there up high, Jer. It's to the right of the up, 2 up.
Oh, here it is.
There
Yeah.
And we were just looking at it. I'm like going, oh my gosh,
Eustace Fire.
Eustace Fire. So that's more or less what, I don't know. If you look back probably through the last 15 posts that we put up, there's a variety of posts that are from New York City, from different firehouses, from the interview, from the memorial, one with the students even. And I haven't put everything up. It's just, we just ran all day, and when we got back, we collapsed every day.
It's been a...
Thanks, Alan. Alan Silver says, welcome home.
Hey, Alan,
and
see you tomorrow.
Alan, we went to...
Oh, tell him.
We went to and found Jerry's cobblestone at the memorial in New York City.
That you and Debbie got for me.
Which, we went to one of the docents, and she was really young, and she kind of didn't know. So she asked. And basically, all of the trees that are there, if you look up in the trees, there are numbers on tags hanging from the trees.
Right.
So, like, Jerry's cobblestone was between K1112 or K1112 and K1111 or something like that. And then you go back 5 rows because the names aren't on the bricks because they don't want to take away from honoring the victim names.
Right.
So you just have to count and find your brick.
Yep. Thank you again, my friends.
Matt's here from New Zealand.
Oh boy.
Can the country work with the city? What do you mean by that? That's Charlie Henley says, can the country work with the city?
Maybe he means the county. I don't know.
I don't know.
Says country.
Hello, Jerry, my friend. That's Commander Skywalker.
Hi, brother.
He's from Michigan. He would like credit. He would like extra credit.
You got it. You got a mark.
Matt in New Zealand says, how was your trip to New York? The videos looked awesome.
Thank you. It was a great trip. Great trip. The city has changed. I'm very sad in what I found in New York City. I'll just leave it at that. It's not the same. Not the same.
But he got a chance to see a lot of firefighters that he knew. We went to several firehouses. We stopped in at a couple other places and made a couple surprise visits to various organizations that support firefighters.
They welcomed us in as the Brotherhood does.
And Lee says volunteer and career firefighters work together on occasion. So maybe that's what he means.
Oh, yes, they do, Lee.
But even like that gal that was on the plane with us on our way back today, her husband is a chief at volunteer. It's right outside of New York City.
It's right across it's in Hazlitt, in New Jersey. It's right on the other side of the outer bridge crossing that leads to Staten Island. Oh, yeah.
Commander Skywalker says, this is an odd question, but do you remember the first flight to the moon?
First flight to the moon.
Uh-huh. You got a story. Tell them the story.
Oh.
Jerry wasn't there, but
No.
He wasn't driving the spaceship.
Not the flight. No, the first flight to the moon is not my story. The first astronaut in space is my story. When John Glenn, February 20th, 1962, John Glenn was launched into space, the first American astronaut. And that morning, my wife Barbara gave birth to our son. And Barbara wanted to call if we had a boy, she wanted to call it, let me think, not David, I forget. Doug. She wanted to call him Doug. So we said, okay. So on our way to the hospital that morning, I was with my father. And of course, the big talk was that John Glenn had been launched that morning. So when we went to the hospital, I said to Barbara, do you know John Glenn was launched into space this morning? She looked at me, she said, boy, Glenn would be a nice name. So we named our first son Glenn Sanford. And years later, I was at the Democratic National Convention in Madison Square Garden, and I went and I found Senator John Glenn. And I approached him and his wife Ann. I had a wonderful conversation, told him that we named our son Glenn after him, and he signed my press passes, John Glenn, and then about 3 months later, I received a autographed picture sent from Ohio, the Senate, and Glenn has it home on his mantle, on his fireplace, and it says, to Glenn, from another John Glenn, and from another Glenn. And yes, it was a very moving part of my life to meet John Glenn, the man who we named our son after. That's my astronaut story.
You have a hi from Clarksburg. Hey guys, haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're all doing okay. Yeah, Matthew, we were in New York City.
We went to the Big Apple for a week.
We went back to see the helmet at Station 42.
Yeah,
Ladder 42.
We went up there. Yep, we saw the helmet, and I got interviewed by 3 different television stations in New York City. So it went very well, and we were promoting the book.
Let's see. We call it mutual aid here. They call it mutual aid down here.
Down here too, yes. Call it mutual aid all over. Yep.
Freddie sent you weights. He says you need to build up your arms a little.
Oh, hey, brother.
He didn't say that. I did.
Oh.
Matt sent you postcards. Oh, we went to a memorial in Staten Island called Postcards.
Postcards, yes.
This is like a world one. We did so much. We went to Bayonne. That was our first memorial.
Our first memorial. The country of Russia, Vladimir Putin, presented to President George Bush a beautiful memorial and on behalf of the Russian people, and it's called a teardrop, and it sits on the water facing Manhattan and New York Harbor, and it has on the base of it has the names of all 3,000 people that were killed that day. Very, very moving monument from the people of Russia to the United States.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
But to get to it, you have to drive through like shipyards and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's in an old industrial part of Bayonne.
And they had just collapsed a building, I was just like, what is going on here? It was a disaster. We ended up, some of you might have been on that live, because we went to the port. There was a Port Authority officer parked in the car. And we went over and talked to him, and we're like, "What's going on over there?" And he goes, "Oh, they just dropped that building like a week ago."
United Parcel.
Yeah, and United Parcel's going to take over that whole strip and rebuild something.
But
and then we gave him a book.
Yep, Memorial is beautiful. If you ever go to Bayonne,
it's worth it.
New York City, even New York City, it's worth the trip over there. It is breathless. It leaves you absolutely breathless. Beautiful.
Oh, Tilly's here.
Hi, Tilly.
Hey, Tilly's here.
Hi, honey. We're back from New York.
Alex says, hey, both, me here again, just checking in on you both. How are you today?
Good, Alex.
Jerry's doing pretty good.
Good.
He's doing pretty good.
It was a long week, very tiring, but...
Yeah, I mean, he worked hard, and he was on his feet a lot, so... Commander Skywalker says that's pretty cool. Freddie says, I love that story. Great story, brother, from Alex.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to go to the U.S., but we've never gone. New York City would be top of my list. You should, definitely go.
Yeah, still go. No, I'm not.
It's just different for people that have been there before.
Yeah.
It's actually, I mean, it would probably be a good opportunity to go because it's less crowded. You're not fighting to get down streets and cars. You're not fighting to get down sidewalks. Ordinarily, when the crosswalks go, there's like 150 people each direction walking. You're lucky if there's like 6 or 8 people.
That's right.
And, because there's so few people and so few drivers, you don't even have to wait for the crosswalk.
No.
We frequently just kept
walking.
walking.
Walked across the street.
Yeah, what we were really looking for is people on bicycles.
Because dangerous.
Because they're psycho, man. They don't pay attention to lights. I got hit by a bike about 3 years ago. My purse, my credit cards went flying all over New York City. And I watched one go right through the intersection, right in front of a concrete truck. Missed him by like inches. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Commander Skywalker, I love that space. That is why I asked, but to have an autograph from John Glenn, wow.
Oh yeah, that's special, brother. Let me tell you.
One step for mankind, says Charles Henry.
That's right. That was from the astronaut. What was it? I'm sure they will.
Alan Shepard?
No, not Alan Shepard. No.
Buzz?
No.
All right, I'm out of them.
I'm out of them. Yeah.
Jesus.
They will know. I'm sure our younger kids would have sharper memories. Will tell us who the first astronaut was to step on the moon. Come on, I know who it is. I can't think of it.
Okay.
And he just passed away too.
He did. Now you got me drawing a blank. All right, hold on. I know somebody will answer. Commander Skywalker was on that live. Tilly says, "Oh my gosh, so different in." Let's see. I literally just walked across the main road with no worry. Yeah. Neil Armstrong.
That's it. Thank
you. Thanks, Matt.
I know. I couldn't think of it.
Oh, Alan said it. Matt said it. Other Matt said it.
I forgot, brother.
Commander Skywalker said it.
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, we just had a brain gap there.
A little.
Oh my gosh.
Neil Armstrong, right.
NI stands for Northern Ireland. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like, if you've ever, like, stayed up to, like, 4 a.m. and you're, like, punchy and you're, like, you'd be like, I could do this if my brain wasn't so fried. Well, I'm at fried brain status.
I know. We're just...
We've done so much
right.
with so little rest, and I don't sleep when there's a lot of noise, and I could hear elevators and air conditioners,
ice machines,
the refrigerator, and then these people came in at 3 a.m. and I don't know. They had everything but cymbals and a marching band behind them. I'm like, we went to leave the next morning. Oh, and Jerry Legg also answered on Neil Armstrong over on Facebook.
Who is?
Jerry Legg, Legg.
Oh, okay.
He said Neil Armstrong.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Patrick says, I know some guys from your firehouse. They all live here in Northeast Florida. From the firehouse in Naples or FDNY? Patrick, 1984. Patrick. Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Okay. All right, kids.